Hey guys, what's up? This is Lou or Silent Thunder 32, and today we're gonna be doing a video. It's gonna be kind of a funny video, and this one's gonna be a follow-up video to what you guys liked last week. I'm pretty sure you liked it, which a few comments about it was, the stories. I'm gonna do some more stories, and this is going to be another story, and this is gonna be a type of story that I've seen a lot around YouTube, and I actually am really entertained with watching these, listening to these stories, these types of them. As you can probably tell by the title, it's going to be a video on my very first kiss. And sure, I'm not going to count. I got kissed in 3rd grade by this girl in front of the class, which is kind of embarrassing for me, but I can, if you want to hear that story, leave in the comment section below, and I'll make a story about that too, because that's a whole thing in itself, right there. But this one's going to be my first actual making out session, all of that stuff. I'm not going to get into details, of course, about the making out part, because I doubt you guys want to hear about that. It's a little weird, and I don't really want to explain that. I just want to tell you how it led up to it, what led up to it, my embarrassing moments in it. And so without further ado, let's get started. So actually, anyways, the gameplay that you're watching is a DNA bomb on the map Solar, and it's with the ASM-1. I get a lot of kills with my scores, or my actual kill streaks in the air. But now let's get into the video. So, gotta get in the story mood. Probably listen to some a fire beat in the background of this video. I'll probably throw that in pretty soon. But so this is my very first making out, kiss story. So I was in I was in 6/7th grade. It was the summer. All right, it was the summer between 6th and 7th grade. I was going into 7th grade. I was becoming a man. I'm just kidding. I was not becoming a man. I was probably becoming just a boy at that time. I was just a young boy. And I signed up for the sports camp with a few of my friends, 4 of my friends, 4 or 5 I think, and a lot more were actually going, of my friends. A lot of people I would meet there, and this camp was called Loras. It's in Iowa. It's at a college. I don't know if you heard of that college ever, Loras, but it's a small college. I think it's a small Christian college or whatever in Iowa. And it's a sports camp that I signed up for. It's a week-long, 7-day sports camp where you sign up for 3 sports, and then you get to play those sports and learn about them, and play a bunch of games and all that regarding those sports. And basically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the beginning of Thursday, you are doing all these sports and everything. And by Thursday night, you're quite far into the week. And basically what this camp does is they have a time from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock or something like that, where they actually, on Thursdays only, where there's a big dance. And there's a big, it's not a formal dance, of course, but it's a dance where you can, there's girls there, there's guys there, everybody at the camp. And they're all 7th grade. They're all, the same age, all of us. They make sure of that. And we're 7th, 6th, 7th, 8th graders, they all go, we're all there. And basically we ended up going to this dance, and me and my friends, we're just talking, we're having fun. There's fire music playing, whatever music we were listening to back in '05, or I don't even know when I was in 7th grade. I'm a junior in high school right now, but so that's not too long ago, actually. That's 5-6 years, I don't know. But there was a bunch of girls there, and I have this baseball cap on, and I'm just sitting there, and some girl comes up to me. I'm talking to my friends, and some random girl comes up to me. If I can recall, I'm pretty sure she was cute. She had to have been a supermodel status. I mean, if she was coming up to me, of course she was supermodel status. I am a pole god at this point. I don't even need to say anything, and I'm already, pulling babes left and right. Of course I am. You guys know me as that type of person here on YouTube. And she comes up to me, and she's like, "Hey, you're kind of cute." And I'm sitting there, I don't know what to say. I'm really embarrassed, around my friends. They're all laughing, "Oh my god." And I'm sitting there okay, what do I do? What should I say back? I was thanks, kind of like that, in that type of tone. And then she like looks at, you know, we're kind of dancing how you dance at a junior high dance. You start bobbing up and down, you know, you're not really doing anything, just kind of looking at people and bobbing, you know, kind of acting like weird ass freaks. And then she takes my hat and she's like, "Can I wear your hat?" And I was like, "Sure." And then she just takes it off my head and puts it on, and she starts like going randomly crazy. She's all over me, like touching me up and stuff, like not down at the bottom area. She's touching me up like on the top area. You know, we're gonna keep it PG here in junior high at this Christian camp, this Christian sports camp. You know, the Lord is watching. And so there's this movie room during the dance, and what actually ended up happening was we ended up going into this movie room where this movie was playing. Me and this girl, she kind of like dragged me in there, and I'm sitting there like, what's gonna happen here? You know, I was not expecting anything to happen. And she ends up just leaning up to me, and I'm like, why the hell not? So I actually leaned in and I just started kissing her, and she didn't pull away, and I just kept doing it. And I think I broke her nose because I went in so hard the first time that and I did not tilt my head. My eyes were closed, of course, because that's just kind of what naturally happens. But I didn't even tilt my head. Our noses just clashed together, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry." And she's like, "No, it's okay." I was like, "Is this weird or anything?" She's like, "No, it's fine." And then we just kept doing it, and we did it for a good like 45 minutes before like my friends came in and like got me, and we left the dance. But it was my very first makeout session, and I guess it's not like that embarrassing as it probably should have been. You know, being my first time and everything, you know, they're usually embarrassing, as what I've heard. But it was kind of funny, this whole story. And you know, if you guys want to hear more stories, if you want to hear like my third grade kiss, or you know, I got some more stories that I can tell for you guys. And of course, they're all funny. You know, if you guys like this one, please comment, rate, subscribe, do whatever you want. Don't do it if you feel like it. But long story short, I'm a pole god. Thank you guys for watching. Go fuck yourselves. Have a nice day.